Hi, I'm Dan Pepper, tech innovator over at Walcott and Bluegrass. Had a couple of people ask about how do I get rid of the quarantine emails in my folder. I'm tired of seeing them. I'm tired of seeing them in my inbox. I just want to get rid of them without having to constantly delete them. So, what I would suggest and recommend you do is create a rule within Outlook. Right now, I'm in Outlook webmail, and I'm going to create a rule that dictates when Outlook identifies these parameters that we will set, then I want you to take this action. So you're just setting up basically an if then kind of rule. If this situation criteria happens, then I want you to do this. So I'm going into the quarantine email reports that we're constantly getting. I have one in my inbox from last night. Surprise, surprise. When I click on the letter or the email itself, I'm going to come up to the toolbar that's on top of the window. I'm going to go to that three dot box, and then I'm going to scroll down to rules. I can either hover over it or click the caret, and I get these two options. I get create rule and I get manage rules. Manage rules just opens up the dialog box for all the rules that you have in place for your inbox. So maybe there's you had an email from a certain individual go to a folder, but that person no longer works in the district anymore, and you just want to get rid of that rule. You can go in there and delete it. Um, because we have the email selected here, when I click create rule, it's going to automatically pull the sender, so the no reply at client secure mail management to, and it's saying always move to, and you have your typical quick folders that you usually drop things into. You have the option to create a new folder, or you can move to a different folder, and then this will display all of your folders that you have created within your Outlook webmail. So these quarantine emails, I want them to go here to this magic folder for sorting. I can click OK, and then any email that comes in that fits that email from the sender, um, it will move those into deleted items. Now, there's a couple of things that I've noticed and I didn't pick up. So I'm actually going to add one more criteria to this. So how do you do that? Well, you see this more options. I'm going to click on that. And again, it opens up a dialog box within our settings. You could actually go to settings and get to this through rules rather than just the three dots that we mentioned earlier. But the three dots is a shortcut to get you to this prompt box too. So the first rule, it says move all messages from no reply at client secure to deleted items. Rule number one. I'm going to add a condition as well. I am going to put keywords, the message of the body, or sorry, subject includes or body includes. I'm going to select that. And I'm going to click in quarantine report. So I'm adding this into the mix. So anytime that it recognizes quarantine report in an email in the subject or body, it's going to move this into deleted items because that's the action I'm going to move to deleted items. If you want to add another condition, you can, and you can put any of these criteria in there. So anything marked with importance. And so you can adjust those settings. If you want to get rid of a rule, all you got to do is click the X next to it and that condition is gone. So I'm going to click save. And now moving forward, so I'd save that. You can see that that rule is up top here. On the top of my rules, I have all of these other rules as well because I'm at multiple schools. For example, I have if message was sent to Wood distribution, it goes to Wood folder. Same with Bluegrass. I have Bluegrass emails that are labeled to the whole building or to the whole school. It gets moved to my Bluegrass folder. It just helps me to sort and say, okay, I'm thinking about this right now today, and I'm working on Bluegrass related issues or Walcott related issues. I'm going to go to that folder. Let's play catch up. And again, if you're in here and you're like, oh, I don't want this anymore, you can click on the pencil to edit those rules and go back to that dialog box, and you can delete them as well. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Reach out to any of your tech innovators. They'll be happy to help you out with this. Thanks.